All right, good morning, everyone. Welcome to an early all access stream, and I think we are live on YouTube. We're doing another open lesson. So I want you guys, for our all access group, remember that inside the description is your link to the F Jazz Piano Toolbox. Now, I just put 4 of our PDFs because I didn't want to overwhelm you, but the whole system of the F Jazz Toolbox has tons of videos, so just get ready for that. But here's what we're going to do today is I'm doing a quick short lesson. This will probably be a 10-minute lesson, and then I have some things that I'm going to be doing this morning, which I put in the email, and then we'll do an extended lesson tomorrow, so to kind of make up a little bit of time. But you guys are going to have plenty to do with these PDFs, so hopefully a few of you will join the link, and let's dig in and have some fun. The first thing about the F Jazz Toolbox is, let me pull up the PDF for myself, this first one. This one is just a reminder of our left-hand voicings. What I call this is a basic etude. We have the first 5 notes of the F blues scale with our F13 voicing. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. So just like in the C blues, we have our F13 going to a B flat 9 instead of a C9 going to an F13. So we have it reversed. There are certain keys that you're going to play the blues where you want your butter voicings, right? What we call this area, but I want this area, but I start for F blues, I prefer to start with a 13 as opposed to starting with a 9 because of what's coming up will be an F13 to a B flat 9. A 13 wants to go to a 9 just like a 9 wants to go to a 13. So our F blues starts with, or F jazz blues starts with an F13. So this PDF is just going to be a surface overview of what you guys are going to be working on with these 4 different PDFs. We have 2 people coming in, and I expect a few of our members to drop in. Usually we're at 8:05 or 8 o'clock is when we start our Thursday morning streams, and they're usually private, but I've been doing some open lessons for YouTube. And so if you jump in the chat, want to say hello, you can do that. And I'm just giving you guys a quick overview of how to practice these PDFs. And I'll try to pull up both the chat window and the PDF, so I can be looking at this as well. Okay, so you have this idea of just this first 5 notes of the blues scale. So practice that along with your voicings. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. Then it does this, which is our C minor 9, right? C minor 9 going to F13 and then back to B flat 9. And here we go to B diminished, and we have this. And I go back up because I have the D7 sharp 9, which is a great voicing. And then we have G minor with starting on the top of the blues scale. Then we have this, and then the whole thing. And 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. What's up, Rick? Good to see you. Yeah, Rick, we are on early. This will be a short lesson, but you're going to have plenty to work on. So, Rick, you already have access. So I would like for you to confirm something for me, is that I want you to click on the description inside in the description and find the link there. And since you already have access to our all access folder, it should be super easy. You shouldn't have to get permission to view the folder you already have access to, but just confirm that so that I know what's going on there. Okay, watch this. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. This is a great beginning intro to the F Jazz Blues with these really nice voicings. And 2 and 3 and now later. Okay, perfect. All right, that's what I needed to hear. Okay, the next thing is, Rick, as you're going through this is a great etude, right? Just with the tracks we already have, and I'll make sure you have easy access to your F Jazz play-alongs, right, that have just drums and bass and you. But you get familiar with that F13, which you have, these are pro voicings for the left hand, and the right hand we're doing the 5-note blues pattern that we know and love. And then you also need to know that there are certain chords that I emphasize different notes of the blues scale so that, one, it doesn't get away the left hand voicing, but also it makes the chords sound a little better. So on this first one I go, sorry, and here's the B flat, and again to F13. Now watch, I go to that B flat, which is the C minor voicing, and it just makes a nice melodic choice there. All right, let's see. Rick said the link in the email is to the folder, not the live stream. Well, maybe I did that. Maybe I accidentally sent that to everybody. Well, this will be a short enough stream that I'll just send out an email to everybody. So that explains it. Hey, Vance, good to see you this morning. All right, so Rick, I will sweep up there and send out an email later after I get to my destination. But so you know what to do on that first one. That's a great way to get started with this F Jazz Blues. All right, the next thing is we're going to go to the next PDF. Is I love this one because you have this is sort of the theme. Like I told you guys, I wrote a jazz piece for a high school one time, and it was a very simple moving little song based on the blues scale, and this was sort of the theme I had, which I kind of redid for a little etude, but it goes 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3, and that's the main theme. 2 and 3 and 4. Then pentatonic, diminished. And there's my D7 sharp 9, which is nice. And then it goes up to this, right? Little flat 7 there. And then it does. Yeah, so that's a nice little tricky spot. All right, I love that piece right there. Hey, Vicky, good to see you. Awesome. All right, so you guys know what to do with that. Rick, what I would do with that specific idea is just spend a little time with that lick. Like, notice that my hand is fitting right over all of those notes. And even that right there, and that's from F, that's 5, 6, 1, and then up to the minor third. Right? So then you have this. If I was in the key of C, right? Isn't that nice? Yeah, we are early for sure this morning. Yeah, we have several things going on here, and I've got to do a few important things today, and then we'll do a little extra tomorrow for our academies. Okay, so here we go. So, Rick, any questions on that one? Vicky? I love that because just how you're using this 5, 6, root, minor third. You could do that over the whole thing, but we actually go pentatonic here. And then it goes to that D7 sharp 9. And then up here, I love that. I love that. In fact, I love that sort of theme there. That's a nice one. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is that's the second PDF. The next one is, and I want you to start with the very first one of getting familiar with that 5-note pattern with these comping voicing. The next one we're going to do is the moving and walking. So this is the same etude. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, is this, right. So Rick, this one does a 2-beat feel. So you had this. Actually, it's a 4-beat feel. I can't see the bass line here. Let me check that. So we're down here. Yeah, so with the 2-beat feel, what I always do is sometimes I play the 2-beat feel and then go to 4. Two, and then here, and then it's 1, 6, 2. So isn't that a nice thing to do, is to get familiar with that? And then after you learn the concept, then you just do whatever you want to do. But I gave you specific ways to do it, and it's pretty simple. It fits under the hand. It's a 2-beat feel. 2-beat. Yeah, that's kind of fun. And I don't expect everybody to get that right away, but you have the sheet music and you take it a little bit at a time, Rick. Just spend time doing this. That's a good goal right there. All right, now we have time for one more, and that's the last one. And this is probably one of my favorite things that people have asked me about a lot of time. I decided just to write it out. Is we have our 4-note comping voicing. So when I first started learning about jazz piano, I think I was more Bill Evans more than anything that, and I was listening to Oscar Peterson and Bill Evans, and this idea of, let's see, T-Man says something here. Yeah, he said the stream link took him to the documents. Yes, I'm going to be in trouble with everyone. I wish everyone also knew they could go live to get the access to this. Let me think about my timeline here. Yeah, I'm going to have to send out an email just showing everybody the link to the replay. I'm going to be in trouble there. All right. So, Rick, yes, slow and steady learning. Me showing you guys the PDFs in this folder, I did this for several reasons, but one reason is just for the organization of the F Jazz Toolbox. So, Rick, I don't expect everybody to get this right away. I'm just showing you what's in the folder in case you want to skip around. But I love the idea of spending time on that first PDF, right? That's a great one to get going, just like we've done that for C. All right, the last one, let's just talk about this really quickly, is we have the F Jazz Toolbox, this idea of walking 4 on the floor. 2, 3, 4. And you go walk it down. And 2, 3, 4. Actually, I did that different here, didn't I? I did, I did a tritone substitution. I kind of like that. I'm just making sure it's written right. Yeah, that's kind of tricky there. I like it. All right, let me check it really quickly. So the way you're going to get there, yeah, the walking bass is a lot of fun. So Rick, this is the same thing applies. Is the very first one is F13, and you just walk it up like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And nobody, you don't have to have the music for this. You could just literally just watch what I'm doing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I love to do this. Sometimes I'll go just like the music goes. 1 and 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe you want to stop there, right? Let me do that again. So I go a 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Sorry, 2, 3. Then I can do it, start putting a little rhythm. So let's say a good goal would be that. Walk it up to the B flat. Even that's a great exercise. Now a little more. And you could do 4 notes. Hey, Hugh, good morning. Hugh, I made a really bad mistake in that I sent you guys the link to the files and not the stream link. So that is my bad, Hugh. I'm actually about to head out for a couple of different places I have to be at basketball games, 3 different games today. So I'm going to do a makeup stream, but I wanted to give you guys these folders, and I know Hugh loves these PDFs. So Hugh, we have 4 links, as you probably already opened. You have your 4 PDFs. Don't get overwhelmed, everyone, with those. The first one is just this blues scale in the right hand. It has some nice little melody choices, and that's the one I want everybody to focus on. And then if you want to get bold and just spend a little time with the other ones, then do that. And the very last one is the 4 note with the walking bass. And then what ends up happening after you spend a little time with that kind of thing, you practice just this, you start to build up muscle memory, and it's not just where you just do it automatic. You start to think, in your mind, you will do this too, is where you say, all right, this is a sound I want. Boom, ba, da, da, dum. And even when you're playing this, so you can use just the blues scale and start to put the hands together because you've done your muscle memory or practice. All right, any questions about anything? I think that's a good loop right there. Awesome. Oh yeah, I would agree with that. And you could just go, you don't have to put the and. Yep, and then I'll say this last thing, and then I really have to go, is the way you get this kind of thing, whether it's this, I can do it in any key, right? So you can go walk it up 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, or. And the only reason that is the muscle memory idea, but the way you'll get it is stuff like this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And 3, 2, 3, 2, 1. Makes sense? And then you can change it up by doing this. Or all right, have fun with the beginning part of the PDF. I would love to know what you guys think about that. Like, go through the first one and let me know what you think, and then go to maybe this one. Have fun with that. All right, you have 30 seconds to say goodbye to each other, and then look for another email from me that apologizes for not sending out the link. I hope y'all have an awesome rest of your day. All right, guys. Hey, thank you guys for understanding. It's going to be a crazy afternoon, but I appreciate y'all working with me this week. It's crazy what they have kids doing during the summer there. I thought it was summer, but apparently not for basketball. All right, guys, have a good one, and I'll see you tomorrow for Chord Academy. And again, I'll do some tightening up of this lesson for today. Just wanted to give you guys a few things to practice, and we'll see you in the next one.